So I've been sent a free thing for testing. This is the Novritsch SSR9. I'm making one thing very clear from the absolute outset of this video. I have already taken it apart and I have cleaned it because this is a pre-production sample. As far as I'm aware, I'm one of the few people that's got one of these. I've had this, well, from the time this video comes out, a good few weeks. And I've been knocking the fuck out of it. I have taken the gearbox apart, I've checked it all out and I've cleaned it, but I've done quite a few rounds through it. Let's go with what I don't like about it. I don't like the glocky magwell thing. Like, I prefer that to be straight. Like, if that was straight, I prefer it. Aesthetically, I don't like it because it's not as awesome as that. But performance-wise, yeah. It does exactly what it's meant to do out the box. In fact, mine did it a bit too well. Mine clocked in at 1.9 joule when I first got it. What's good about it? Well, it doesn't have the tiny short barrel, which any of these 9mm version ARs come with. It doesn't have one of those. It does have a nice chunky front end, so it's a bit more usable. That means you can keep it a bit CQB if you want to, but you can also run this outside and get a bit of range and accuracy, which is quite nice, and it's quite good for its range and accuracy. It's a polymer body. You get to choose different colours. Obviously, I chose OD because it's cool. I am going to be changing some parts on it because that's what I do. First things first, the mag. How many rounds does it fit? That many. Before we do some testing, here's something I do fucking like. Stock out, pull plate up, and then that doesn't fall out. Look at that. Look at that. That is a stroke of genius. Boom. Nice, easy battery change. I like that. I do like a nice, easy battery change. There's lots of room inside it, easy peasy, and you can put aftermarket stocks on there, I'm sure. I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's give it a little testy test first. I have already set the hop for 2/8. Now, normally I'd do an unboxing and all that shit, but it's boring, isn't it? Instead, we're going to do some testing. First round may not feed, it might be in the chamber, it might not be. Let's find out, shall we? Yes, it is. 1.03. 1.03. 1.02. 1.03. I have changed the spring on this because, again, it came to me super spicy. And I thought, I don't reckon it's that powerful because it's a bit too snappy. Yeah, no, it was spicy. That was 4 rounds, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Move the box. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Uh, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Move the box. 71, 72, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 80 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 90 rounds. Move the box. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Look at that. I can add up. It's now clocked back to 1 because I've done 100 rounds through it. The power hasn't fluctuated very much. 118 rounds. Very happy. Now, I have spanked this like a naughty stepchild. I really have. Give it some full, shall we? Let's mag out. Nothing left in there. It's a goer. Now, I know the questions you're going to ask. Will it take ARP9 mags? Or will these mags fit the ARP9? I don't fucking know. Haven't got a clue. But let's have a little look-see inside. No matter what parts you put inside it, if it's being sold that way, it's standard, not custom. So this is a standard airsoft gun. The hop unit is glorious. It is an excellent hop unit. Now, I get the feeling that it's going to be a little bit proprietary. I don't know if you're going to be able to fit many aftermarket hop units in there, but I guess I better fucking test it. Most of a G&G G2, nope. And it is because this is slimmer on top. It's more like the old classic Army design. As standard, it does come with a regular nub and a maple leaf 60-degree macaron, which is nice. No little screw to try and put this charging handle on. It's a moulded part, that's good. Everyone hates the fucking screw. It's so much nicer to have a clip. Probably put that back in. Gearbox. Mine's a little bit dirty because I have been smashing the absolute ever-living fuck out of it. The nozzle is a 20.6, if I remember correctly. The motor is different to what you'd get in the SSR9. It is the Novritsch high torque motor. As always, with these flap down pistol grips, you might find it's a little bit easier to remove the flap entirely. But if you push the motor down, that will then close like that. Inside the gun, same piston and piston head as before. It's got new and improved O-rings. It has a plastic nozzle, and it's the most recent iteration of the ETU, the same type that comes in the SSR9. One, two. If you then remove that, Phillips head, and there is your quick change spring. Like so. Make sure you get that click. Make sure your spring guide is definitely in place, and make sure this screw is correctly installed before you test fire it. You do not want to accidentally fire a spring guide out the back of the gun into your little face. Reassembly, very easy. Done. So far, yep, I'm happy with this. Can I fuck with it just a little bit? Dush, dush, dush. There you go. The barrel is nice and tight. There will be a tiny amount of flex, owing to the fact that this is a polymer receiver. 1.3mm grub screw underneath your flash hider. You could very happily swap out to an aftermarket rail system and aftermarket stock tube and stock. Whatever floats your little boats. So if you're anything like me, there are numerous options available. Make sure you're not an idiot. You put the screw in the correct way. Always helps. And there it is. Done. Nice and simple to work on. Nothing out of the ordinary in terms of gearbox parts. If you want to change things out, you can do, but again, warranty and shit, probably leave it alone. If you like this style of gun, you'll like this. There you go, look. Honesty.